Hey YouTube, Harley and Guns here, coming at you with another quick review of a small J-frame Smith & Wesson revolver. Per request, no comparison this time, just going to do a review of the Model 36 Smith & Wesson Chief Special. First we'll do a Mad Mom's check for safety. Nothing there in the cylinder. If I can get that in there. Nothing there in the barrel, so Mad Moms can't be mad at me for not being safe. Classic 1 7/8 inch barrel, blued steel revolver. Beautiful, beautiful gun. This particular model is from 1974. Came with the original checker wood grip with the Smith & Wesson medallion. A little bit small. You can see I've replaced it with the Smith & Wesson J-frame boot grip. Has the embossed Smith & Wesson logo on it. Just to give you a comparison. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but there's not much there. Get a little more grip. It's a lot wider, a little short, but it's a snub nose revolver, so very comfortable to shoot. I'll show a couple of close-ups of this gun. Has the underlug, keeps the ejector rod protected, so in some of the earlier guns, especially on the old Colts, that was completely exposed, so you could catch that ejector rod on clothing, whatever. So with this, it's nice and smooth. You're not going to catch that ejector rod on anything. Now the later Smith & Wesson guns have a completely shrouded ejector handle. You can see my earlier YouTube comparison video with the Model 60 that shows you the shrouded ejector handle. Has a nice Smith & Wesson stamp on it. Yep. Show that right side up. Smith & Wesson logo. Now this again is the 1 7/8 inch barrel, made in 1950, introduced at the I believe Cleveland Police Chiefs Convention, voted on and named the Chief Special. Imagine that. 5-shot revolver, ejector rod. The older Smith & Wesson models, such as this one, have the firing pin on the hammer. So you see the protrusion there, that is the firing pin, so when that falls forward, strikes the round and fires. Now one of the safety features of this particular model is that the trigger must be pulled when that hammer falls in order for the round to fire. So a lot of people think, well, you have to carry your revolver with an empty chamber on the hammer. Completely not true. That's only for older, probably 100-year-old or more guns that didn't have any built-in safety. So with this hammer down, if there was a round chambered in the cylinder, if you dropped it, if you hit it, and that hammer is not going to hit the primer and fire this weapon. So you have to have that trigger pulled when that hammer falls in order for this weapon to fire. Now Smith & Wesson went, I don't know what year, you can probably Google that or I'll do another review, went to a transfer bar system on the hammers. So what you'll see in the newer revolvers is you'll see a flat hammer, and then in here you'll see a bar that goes across, And what happens there is that bar, doing the same thing that you do here, that bar will not allow the hammer to contact the firing pin unless the trigger is pulled. So for safety reasons, you can always carry any modern revolver with a chambered round, or not a chambered round, but a round in the cylinder on the hammer. So I'm going to show a couple of close-ups of this gun. Again, beautiful blue steel. You can see there's some wear in the barrel, a little bit of holster wear on the cylinder. So this gun was probably carried as a backup by a detective or an officer. Most of them would have carried a 3-inch service revolver, maybe with this as a backup. This could have been a shoulder holster for a detective, but it was a used firearm. You have the ramp sight in the back, blade sight in the front. This gun is a great shooter from about 10 yards out. You can put them within an inch of each other, not a problem. Very easy to shoot, not a lot of recoil, very accurate. Past the 30-foot mark, you're starting to push the limit of this gun. Not designed for accurate shooting at long distances. Okay guys, so that is the review of the Model 36. Again, quickly, 1 7/8 inch barrel, weighs about 19.5 ounces. You can put this gun in your pocket without a holster, very concealable, very easy to use. Double and single action. Beautiful gun. So if you have any questions, you can always email me, harleyandguns@gmail.com. Subscribe to my channel, or leave a message on the post. And until the next time, stay armed, stay careful, and ride safe.